Welcome in, everyone. I'm Tammy. I'm the Siberian Wind, and tonight is After Sunset Sunday. I'm glad you guys are here. Thank you for checking in the chat, getting all my screens up and going. Let's grab my chat so I can actually see everything that's going on. So I do apologize that I don't already have that going. It has been a weird day for me today. Let's see. I see Chloe. Welcome in, Chloe. Glad you're here. Linda as well. Good evening. She said she was going to make a wall hanging of the twisted log cabin blocks, but went ahead to make a quilt using 56 blocks. Only 5 more to go. That's not bad. That's quite impressive. Very, very impressive. So it's a day. It is definitely a day, guys. It has been a day all day. So may the 4th be with you. May the 1/4 inch be with you. I do not have one of those shirts yet, so I am in my Wednesday Addams shirt just because I can. That is literally what we're doing. We're just, it's because we can. It is because we can. Okay, so welcome in, Judy. Glad you're here. Thank you for checking in. Thank you, thank you. So we're going to work again on... Oh, where's my pattern page? It is in this stack. This is what the fabrics are from. This is Moon Dance featuring Wilmington Boutiques. And my fabrics are a little bit darker. Welcome in, Pam. Glad you're here. We are going to be making, okay, here's the Moon Dance actual colors that I'm using. There we go. Those are the colors I'm using. But this is what we are making with it. It is a Jenny Beyer pattern named Echo. So I do apologize. It's not like super zoomed in or whatever. I am not done setting things up. So my cameras are not in their final position. So I do apologize. The other week we got 1 block done. Welcome in, Andrea. Glad you're here. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So we got block A1 done last time, and that's all we got done. There was 9 of these that I had to make. Of course, the pattern tells me how many to make on one page and then corrects itself on another. So yeah, we're going to make some more of these tonight, and they're all going to be this block A pattern. So we're going to work on some more of these. Pam says she'll be at the ironing board, so not super close to phone. Well, before you go anywhere, I do have a surprise for you guys. Welcome in, Susan. Glad you're here. So I now have a design wall, guys. I now have a design wall. So this is the front of the design wall. Let me go flip it around. Bear with me just a second. We are just going to slide it out so that I have enough room. And when I turn it around and send it back in, this is the back side. So now I have a clean surface to work on. And as long as I'm not shoving things up against it or whatever, and they're not super small pieces, my pieces should still stay on the other side. So welcome in, Candace and Laura. Glad you're here. Glad you're here. Yay! I'm so excited. I'm so excited. So I can put these on the wall here in a little bit, but I don't want to lose track of how many I'm doing for each one. So yeah, we're going to work on this tonight. And I am wearing shorts, so I do apologize in advance if you guys are easily offended. I don't know of anybody on my channel that would be easily offended. But if you're new to my channel, I don't normally wear shorts. Welcome in, Carrie. Glad you're here. And Susie's here. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. All right, so I need to make 6 of these. I believe we're going to double check. Welcome in, Izzy. Glad you're here. Glad you made it in tonight. So we're going to work on more of this block just because this is what I want to work on. All right, so this is all of fabric 2 pieces that I need to use. And I've got to use some from fabric 3. So I'm going to count out the pieces I need from fabric 3. I've got to measure them because there's 2 different sizes. Welcome in, Helen. Welcome, Rayanne and Cynthia. Glad you guys are here. Oh no. Okay, so you've got interfacing on your iron, says Cynthia. Okay, so there is a product called Iron Off, IRON, and then off. There's a couple of other ones. Let's see. There is an iron cleaner. You can buy this at Walmart. This is single use tubes. You can't reseal these. But this is one version of it. But you can find it usually at Walmart. There's a couple of versions of this stuff. You put it on a washcloth or paper towel, whatever you're going to throw away. Put it on that and use your hot iron. Do not use it on a cold iron. But put the goo stuff on a washcloth. I usually use like just a cleaning washcloth that I'm going to throw away. Susie says dryer sheets work too. So you can try ironing over a dryer sheet and see if it'll work. Because you probably have those at home already. But if you, while you're out next time, get some of this. If the dryer sheets don't work, get something like this. Put it on the washcloth and then with a hot, no steam iron over it and just do circular motions and it will come off. Yeah, that I keep that stuff stockpiled. I used to have a big tube of it and now I can't find the big tube. I'm forgetting where my camera is. You know what? Let me move this real quick to the other side so that way you guys are not like seeing me on top of myself or whatever. All right, so this is fabric 3, so I needed 6 of these because I've got to make 6 of these blocks. So 1, 2, 3. Oh, I didn't even measure these. Let me make sure that they're the right size. Bear with me. Let's see. Looks, well, maybe. Hang on. Yes, they are the right size. It's very, very dark. Very, very dark fabric. All right, so that was 3 of them. 4, 5, and 6. All right, so that was fabric 3. Now I need fabric 4, the same thing. I'm gonna grab the same size. What brand was that? That one is Faultless. The brand really won't matter. I've gotten all kinds of different brands throughout the time that I've been sewing, and the brand has never mattered. If it says it's a hot iron cleaner, then it works. I don't use any of the others. I haven't tried a dryer sheet, but I would assume that, you know, that it should work because I have heard that suggestion made. I just have never tried it before. So, and bear with me, my dog has been being a little OCD lately and licking like crazy. So if I correct him throughout the night, that's what's going on. Welcome in, Debbie, and welcome in, Linda. Glad you guys are here. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. So what I'm doing right now is I am pulling the fabrics that match the block diagram for this particular block. I'm just slow sewing this. I'm not worried about getting it done all in one night because that is just not going to happen. It is just not going to happen. Do you ever have one of those days where nothing goes right? That was kind of my day today. I still got this done. I still got it done. So when you guys see this particular board, this right here is this. I did a whip stitch or a ladder stitch to sew down the 2 pieces together, 2 pieces of felt, because my felt wasn't big enough. So I sewed the 2 pieces together, and then at the other end I have straight pins that are holding everything in place. And I did not sew the other side. So when I do the other, oh, thank you, Chloe. She says good job. When I do the other board, I will do that one as well. Susan says she has many days like that. It's kind of been my whole week. I got some weird news yesterday. It led me to having weird dreams last night. I mean, it's just been one of those kinds of weeks. Just all across the board. Oh, I guess, do you guys want to see something really cool? Do you guys want to see something cool? Let me know if you want to see something really cool. I know, you probably are going to say you want to see something cool. So I will be prepared if you guys say that you do. Awesome. Debbie is saying hello to everyone. Thank you so much. Thank you so, so much. Okay, so what I'm doing is I've got one of each of those corners pinned to this block. And I'm just gonna leave my other pieces out here so I know where to find them. Okay, so Carrie says yes, please, and Chloe says of course, and Susan says yes, please. Okay, so let me move this camera back over, and we're actually going to move it. Will that end up? Yeah, that will be end up being in my way. Okay, so we're gonna move it over there. All right. How am I recovering? Well, I've recovered from surgery enough that I'm clear for whatever I want to do at this point. However, my fibromyalgia is trying to kick my rear end and is definitely exhausting me. So I'm not completely recovered, but I'm recovered, but the rest of my body is like decided that it's gonna go haywire. So hang on a second, guys. Let me grab something cool. And so you guys saw me working on this on that short video. I am going to go back and probably rip out these top 3 rows because I'm not happy with them. But she is now quilted. So this quilt, this table topper is now quilted. But again, I haven't trimmed anything because I am going to go back and pull out those first 3 rows because I'm just not happy with them. So let's see. Let's see if I can get this pattern up there so you guys can see. So my automation software is working. So you guys can kind of see the flower pattern. It's a flower and a leaf pattern. So between every flower is a leaf. And so, yes, it's been a learning experience. This quilt will be among all of the other quilts when I offer up for sale in July. So the big announcement, we're going to do Christmas in July. And all the quilts that I have ready and are ready to go to new homes, they will be up for sale. So this is one of those that will be up for sale. It is a table topper. It's a large table topper. But I am going to pick out those first 3 rows and redo them because I'm just not happy with them. And the backing fabric is the same as the borders of it. So that pink with a floral pattern on it. And I've got some threads to trim, but that's okay. So I'm going to go set this back down. Let's see. And pick up my binding material. It is going to be bound in that same material. So yeah, it's gonna be so much fun to be able to be done, completely done with it. Now, it is the first quilt that I have put on the long arm frame. And it is the first completely automated quilt that I have done on my new quilt frame. So I'm so excited it's done. I have to redo. I just have to redo. So I'm probably going to take it tomorrow night to my open sew and work on ripping stitches tomorrow night. So that'll be what I'm doing. We will not be having Land That I Love this week, guys. I have had something come up that I have to be present for. So we're not going to have Land That I Love. We will resume Land That I Love next week. So it's only going to be gone for 1 week. But Kathy and I both made that decision. because we were talking about whether or not we wanted to do a recording and then air it instead. No, we're just gonna skip. We're just gonna skip. So, how are you guys doing? It is Sunday. Have you touched your fabric yet? Have you gone to play? Please tell me you've gone to play. Have you gone to play? Oh, you know what? Let me get the ruler out. I just realized I left a ruler in view. Can't do that. Welcome in, Lori. Glad you're here. Glad you're here. This Tuesday, guys, is Show and Tell. So if you have not taken pictures of what you want to share for Show and Tell, please go take those pictures and share. I am doing leaders and enders. So anytime that I need to clip my thread, I am putting more pieces in the way and not having to worry about leaving long thread tails. Susan is basting hexies. Oh, fantastic. Chloe says she has gotten to go touch fabric. Fantastic. Fantastic. That's good news. That's very good news. It's more fun live together, so we'll wait. Oh yeah, I understand that. What in the world does my dog have? Pal? Sir? I may have to go get him. We're about to find out. Cynthia says she touched her fabric. She went to Joann's today and touched way too much too. Oh my gosh. That's funny. All right, we're gonna bribe him. Come help. Bring. Yes. I dropped something. Yep. Bring. Yep. Sir. Thank you. Ready? Okay. Now we've got him occupied for a few minutes. Linda says she's binding a quilt right now. It's my relaxing time for her. Yes. I love this time of night. Like on Sunday nights. This is just... it's the Zen time. It is the Zen time. Let's see. Chloe says she's working on the rose of her black and white quilt. Fantastic. Putting rose on. She started sewing month 1 of the Fat Quarter Shop Make-A-Wish quilt. Oh my gosh. I do like that quilt. If it's the one I'm thinking it is, I really like that quilt. But I don't know. I'd have to go back and look and see if it's the one I'm thinking of. But I will. I will go look. Oh, Susie is cutting out cosmic jewels. Oh, that sounds beautiful. Carrie is finally playing. Now she's starting a new scrap quilt. Oh, fantastic. I was actually playing with Find the Goose earlier, or Follow the Goose earlier, and I got an additional 22 blocks done. So I have a total of 36 done now. So it won't take me that much longer to catch up on the rest. I really was behind. Let's see. Susie said, oh yeah, cutting out cosmic jewels. I'm gonna have to look that one up. Andrea says she's putting the finishing touches on a quilt. The hanging sleeve and label are on, and she's hand stitching the border on. Oh, fantastic. I can't wait to see it. Where do we post Show and Tell pictures? You can do one of two things. You can, let me click in so I can make sure I can type. You can either go to, oh, I don't think Nightbot's gonna like that. Oh, Nightbot did like it. Okay. So you can click the link, and I'm gonna pin this message. You can click the link in the message up top from Nightbot. That's gonna take you to the Facebook group. So you can join the Facebook group if you're not already there. You can post Show and Tell there. And then if you don't want to do Facebook, or you're not okay with doing Facebook, you can also do an email to me, and that will be to this email address. Just tell me it is Show and Tell. Sir, come here. Oh, that's your ball. Okay. All right. We'll still give treats because you came. Thank you. He has been a handful, guys. Pam says she went to a Guild fabric sale yesterday. Now washing, ironing, and folding fabric. I bought $50 worth for the church quilt group. Oh, that's fantastic, Pam. That's really good. That's sweet of you, too. It's very sweet of you. All right, so I've got this one done. Let me grab let's see. Yes, one more leader ender. These are just little half square triangles, guys. When I cut off half square triangles from, or cut off triangles from things like flying geese or whatever, I have all of these half square triangles left over. And I did have my stack. Maybe I've already sewn all of them. I did have my stack from this quilt, but I don't know where they're at. So I'm slowly working through my half square triangles. So just for an example, this is going to finish about 1.5 inches, and it was cut off from Fab Farm. So it's cute. I will sit down one night and start pressing, and I will just press until I am done for the night. I will just press as much as I have time for, and we'll just go from there. All right. Yes, it does sound like it was a fantastic deal, Chloe. You were absolutely right. Pam won big. Pam won very big. All right, so I'm going to trim my corners off. I'm going to show you what I'm going to do real quick. So I've got all 4 corners sewn on here, and it's actually going to match this direction. So I'm going to cut off the extra, and then I'm going to give it a press. And I think I pressed all of these open. Yes, I did. So that's what I'll continue to do. Andrea says, if anyone in here did her freebie, would you please email pics to her? She's working on the video tomorrow. Yes, please. Please support all of our pattern creators, guys. Absolutely. Absolutely. We want all of the pattern creators to get their help in. Get their help in. All right. This is one that I have just wanted to do for so long. I was dying to do it. Susan says, not buying anything this month other than rent, paying bills, buying groceries, and gas for her car. Have to play catch up after a couple large bills in April. I understand. We've got a bill this month, and we have a bill next month. And those are going to really take a lot out of us. So we're going to have to do a little scrimping and saving. So super chats help, guys. Just saying. Super chats help. Pam says, by the yardage I think it's about $1 a yard. Oh, that's amazing yardage. That's amazing pricing. I am incredibly jealous of that pricing. Okay, pup, where are you going? He is literally hovering, guys. I'm sorry. He has been such a handful. I had the design wall. I'm still working on the design wall, and it was in his way. Oh, Izzy got a job. Fantastic. The design wall was in Paladin's way, and he comes up and headbutts my design wall. Chloe says, the Easter one, Andrea, still have not finished the borders. Oh, okay. Excuse you, sir. Where are you going? Now that the living room is now a closed off room, we can now start closing the door and keeping him out, and that's what we might do. And Andrea just said, yes, Chloe, it is the Easter one. That's the one she's looking for. Oh, goodness. So, Izzy, what is your job going to be, and will you still be able to attend my lives when you have when you start working this new job? That is always the question that I have, is will you be able to attend? Yes, the dog. Yes, the dog has been absolutely a handful. Absolutely. Underfoot every time my husband and I have turned around today. He's been just needy, very needy. Oh, fantastic. Susan said that her daughter got a new job after losing her last one in January. Ah, yay. Yeah, so this Thursday I have all my lives are currently at night. I do not currently have any daytime ones right now. Oh, yeah. Actually, they're usually 2 hours earlier. This is my latest one, is always this late one. All right, so this block is now done. So that I have a reference, I'm just going to stick it up here. Actually, I'll move it so you guys can for sure see it. So if you are looking for a design wall, if you guys are looking for the options, this was a 4 foot by 8 foot. He has spring fever. Probably, Susie. Probably. This was 1 inch thick foam core insulation board available at Home Depot. And it was about $20 a panel. I think it's $18 and something a panel. So I've got 2 of them. This one is now done. The other one is getting done sometime later this week. I have got fabric to get off the table, the kitchen table, the dining room table. I've got things to clear off of that table, so I really can't do much yet. Izzy says that she'll work whenever they call her during the week. Okay, that works. That's one way to do it. That is one way to do it. My dog has now picked up his bone and is proceeding to chew on it because he's not getting the attention he wants otherwise. So we are going to let him, because at least now he's got enough room to spread out and he's not like right underfoot with it. He's been a Dennis the Menace today. Oh, you're a sub. Oh, fantastic. That's a great way to get back into the workforce. No matter how long you've been out, being a sub is fantastic because then you don't have all the responsibility. You are just handling it for the time that you're there. And it is, it's much better than having the full position job right out of the gate, especially just getting back in for whatever reason. So what I'm doing now is I took the entire stack of the fabric 2 pieces and I took the entire stack of the fabric 7 pieces. That's fabric 7. So I took the entire stack of each of those and I'm sewing these onto one corner of each of them. And then what I will do is we will trim and press and then we'll pick up the next step and go through. That is how we're going to do it. So let's see. What all have I done? I worked on Follow the Goose, and I worked on getting the design board done. I still haven't done my ironing board. I think I'm going to do it Wednesday. My 2 foot by 5 foot ironing board. I think I'm going to do it Wednesday. I just have to get everything set up because I'm going to have to use the wagon to haul it. Yes, agreed, Susan. She says, you must be feeling better, Izzy. At least out of the hospital, which is fantastic news. And staying out of the hospital, which is equally fantastic news. All right. So how many of you guys like working with batiks? How many of you love batiks? And how many of you don't like batiks? What's your feelings about them? Do you like them? Do you not like them? Do you don't care? What's your feelings about batiks? All right. Now I'm going to put a leader ender in there. Just one of my little cutoffs from this block right here. And I'm going to feed it through. I forget that you guys can't see my machine yet, so I do apologize. I am working on the camera angles. Izzy says, Susan, yes, I'm feeling a little better, but still going through heck, but have my ups and downs. Absolutely. Chloe says she loves batiks. I do too. Helen does, and Carrie's like, I do. I love it. Cynthia says she doesn't think she's ever sewn batiks. That will be an experience. Susan says she sure loves batiks. She uses them whenever she can. I do love batiks. I have not gotten to work with them a lot until recently. I've kind of gone through a phase of just working with whatever I have, not working with what I want to work with. So now I'm kind of working with what I want to work with. Andrea says, I think I would love them because the colors, however, I've never experienced them. So when you pick up, like, let's say a Kona cotton, it's going to have, yes, Pam, I understand that too. She says, not a batik fan, do not like stiff fabric, not a starcher either. Okay, so here's the deal. The front side of batik is going to look pretty close to identical to the back. It's not going to matter which direction you cut it. So let's say you have a pattern that has a lot of cut this direction, then cut a reverse of that. Batiks are fantastic for that because then you don't have to worry. You don't have to stress about it. They are thinner in feel. Like it's like a yard of batik may not weigh as much as a yard of like Kona cotton. Kona might weigh a yard of Kona might weigh a little bit heavier than a batik. But batiks are treated. If you've ever seen how batiks are made, they are treated with a wax resist to allow them to do all the different dyeing that they do, and everything is soaked through. So until batiks are washed, they act very much like starched fabric. They are very easy to press, but they're going to hold their shape too. So if you accidentally press a crease into it, it's going to be there for a hot minute. You may have to use steam, you may have to use starch just to get that crease out. That is not uncommon with batiks. So I haven't pressed this yet. So this is my seam just cut. Let's see. Oh, Chloe is asking Andrea why she does not, why she has not worked with them before, and whether or not she doesn't buy them. Sometimes batiks are not found at garage sales or thrifting or whatever, because a lot of people, when they buy batiks, they want to sew with the batiks. Okay, so I have finger pressed this, and it's not completely flat, but it is pretty flat. I didn't have to fight with it. I just sat there, ran my fingernail down it, and it's staying. So put the hot iron on it for just a moment. Literally the shortest pressing time ever. And that piece is already completely pressed flat, and there's nothing hanging up for it. So it's going to lay as flat as it can be. It'll lay as flat as a sheet of paper without a lot of fuss and worry. So batiks are very much like solids in that. Solids do a really good job of front and back, but batiks do the really good job of being easy to press. Andrea says she hasn't yet, Chloe. She shops sales, never seen them on sale. Generally stay around $5 a yard, but most of my fabric is donated to me. Yes. I have gotten very, very blessed. A couple of the estate sale fabrics, or the free to good home fabrics, have actually been batiks. And I've absolutely snatched those up every time I see them, because I am not passing up a batik. Not passing it up, because they do tend to be a little bit more on the pricey end. Yeah, they are more expensive. Yeah. I know Missouri Star Quilt Company has their whole building that is it's called the Batik Barn. But I don't know that I've ever seen them go on sale there either. The ones that I like the most, these were Tonga treats. Banyan batiks are also really pretty. They tend to be on my favorites list. I haven't bought any either lately. I bought these back in 2017. That's how old these are. Okay, so I'm going to grab this stack now, and we are going to put it on that corner. So that's how I'm going to keep track of where I'm working. So if you ever wonder how to chain piece a pattern like this is the way I do it. This is the way I do it. Oh, guys, do not forget to hit that like button, please, while you're here. I greatly appreciate it because YouTube does pay attention. They do pay attention. Let's see. Welcome. Let's see. Lori says she bought lots of batiks during the virus. Still have most of it. Yes. Yes, they are. That is probably right as to why they are more expensive, Carrie. She says because of the dyeing process. Yes. Now I have done some indigo dyeing, and I am looking forward to finally figuring out how I'm going to use them, because I dyed fat quarters, and I don't really like the look of most of the fat quarter quilts as far as just hanging on to a full piece of a fat quarter. I would rather cut my fat quarters up a little bit. Has anybody done indigo dyeing before? Is that something that you guys want me to do on camera? Because it will have to be in the summer, because I will have to wait for the weather to warm up. But we could do some indigo dyeing. Just let me know. I do have a couple of indigo dyeing kits. Let's see. Susan says she's made 3 quilts with only batiks. Have used batiks and applique and other both Majestic Mountain quilts were batiks, and her Moto Blockheads 4 is all in batiks. Oh, fantastic! So Chloe has never done batik or indigo dyeing. It is so messy. So before you come at me, just know I know that indigo dyeing is messy. It is very, very messy. So, we'll move the camera outdoors onto the patio and we'll do it up there. Izzy says she still hasn't seen her GI doctor. Can't see him for 2 months. Oh my gosh. That's craziness, Izzy. At least you're home, though. That's part of it. Yes, please, says Deborah. Yes, okay, I will do it. I will make a plan probably for July, June or July. But we are going to do Christmas in July, so I've got a lot of quilts to quilt before then. Helen says she has no desire. That's okay. You don't have to do it. Susan says the class the guild was going to do is scheduled for May, right after the world shut down. Oh, gotcha. I took a class in Paducah, and I haven't done it since then. But I have some fat quarters that I dyed back then, and I think I'm gonna get a few more so I can dye more and make smaller patterns to go with the first set, maybe. Oh no, Izzy. Well, maybe that is just temporary. Maybe it's just temporary. That's going to be my hope, is that this is just a temporary situation. I don't know why the decision is what it is, but I'm going to pray that it is just a temporary situation for you. So, who all has watched something Star Wars today? Because today's May the 4th, right? All day, every day? Or all day long today? It's not all day, every day. It's not always Stormtrooper Day. Gary says she might watch and then decide whether or not to do it. Oh, there you go. I will show you the ways to keep it as low mess as possible. But just be forewarned, if you don't keep it low mess, it is a very messy process. Or it can be very messy. It is not one of the, prim and proper. Cynthia says she's not Star Wars, she watched Spaceballs. Oh my gosh. I haven't seen that in so long. Oh, Linda lives about 30 minutes from Paducah. Okay, so next time I come to Paducah, I can come stay at your house. Is that what you're saying? You got a spare bed? Spare bed and you don't mind the dog? I'm just kidding. I can't plan for Paducah yet. I'm trying to get things together so I can go to Road to California next year. Chloe has not watched Star Wars today. She had to work. Yeah, that whole work thing. And Izzy says, nope, no Star Wars. Well, we're all in good company then, because I haven't seen it either. I have not gotten to watch any of it today. I started a new series. My husband and I started a new series, and we are starting on The Walking Dead. And we are quite literally into episode 2, I think. So we have not gotten very far. Episode 2 of season 1. I mean, we're definitely not very far into it yet. So we didn't watch any Star Wars, but we watched some Walking Dead. You guys realize that I've never seen The Walking Dead? Yeah, I've never seen it. I've never been a zombie person. I've been like angels and demons and supernatural kind of things. I've seen the whole Supernatural series. I've watched it all. I watch vampires. Absolutely go for vampires. But I've never seen anything with zombies before. Let's see. Judy says she planned for Paducah this year, but an emergency trip to Illinois changed that, so planning for next year. Oh, it would be so cool if I did manage to make it to Paducah when other people could make it. Oh, Paducah would be so much fun again. I miss Paducah. Lori says her quirky time is fine till the... Oh, okay. Message retracted, so I can't see it. Helen hasn't watched Star Wars either. Yeah, I have not watched Star Wars today. I have seen Star Wars, but I have not gone back and rewatched all of it in the same order. Some of it was filmed near your house, Chloe says. Oh my gosh. So The Walking Dead was not filmed in Georgia where it all starts. Like where the first, refugee camp or something was supposed to be. I mean, that sure looked like Georgia. So at least that part was probably filmed in Georgia, in Atlanta, where they say they are. But oh my goodness, you will have to tell me later after I get further into the series, which parts were filmed there, so I can go back and see, because that would be so cool, so very cool. Oh, you don't know? Okay, gotcha. All right. Oh, Helen says she has seen Star Wars, but not today. Yeah, nope, not me either. Not me either. I've been dealing with a clingy dog and a design wall that didn't want to cooperate. And definitely no Star Wars. Susan says that she hasn't unpacked the box that has all of her Star Wars DVDs packed in it. Oh my goodness. Well, no time like the present, right? Lori says that her quilting time is gone now that the outdoor chores are here. Ah, well, you can still live vicariously through me. That's what we're going to go with. We're going to live vicariously through me. And so if there's anything that I come up with, okay, so I've got the fabric 7 and fabric 3, so we're going to grab fabric 8 and we're going to put it up here, and then fabric 4 will go down here once these are in place. Still unpacking. Yes, she is still unpacking. Unpacking never ends. Unpacking never ends. We have been here 2 years now, because we actually moved in on May 3rd, I believe. It was either May 3rd or May 4th of 2023. So we are now officially, we've been here 2 years, and we still have boxes in the garage. Some of which I think we've looked in every single box. So like it's not, we haven't looked at them. It's just, there's no place to put some of them. I think that's the bigger deal. I think that's where we're at with it. Oh goodness. So, is there a food mentioned in Star Wars? Pam says she's in a similar boat, Susan. So much left to unpack. Had to go through 5 boxes of paper last week for car registration. Ah, that's a lot of boxes for car registration. But every state wants you to have something different. So Deborah says that she has a clingy dog too. She saw Star Wars when it came out in theaters in 1978. Okay. I'm younger than Star Wars, guys. I'm younger than Star Wars. My brother might even slightly be younger than Star Wars, but I am definitely younger than Star Wars. Lori says cross stitch all year though. Oh, okay. I have a cross stitch that I probably need to work on, but I haven't done any of it yet. With losing kitchen storage space, Susan has to rethink that space. Yes. Yeah, losing storage space, that was not a cool move. Did they tell you that you were going to lose space, or just, it is what it is? You know, you're stuck with whatever they give you kind of thing. Oh, goodness. I'm going to be hungry now, guys. Let's see. Oh, where am I at? Oh, okay. Let's see. Guys, all of you who've seen the Star Wars when it first came out, I am so jealous. I was not old enough. Oh, goodness gracious, Susan. She saw it 13 times opening weekend. Oh my gosh. That's before the internet. That's well before the internet was a thing. I kind of want to ask my husband because he would know. But I don't know. Can I ask?
What?
Did you go see Star Wars opening weekend?
Yes, I did.
How many times did you see it?
4.
Okay, so yes, he did, and it was 4 times.
I was in the 7th grade. It was 1977.
Oh, he said he was in 7th grade. Oh. Oh, Susan had no idea that she was going to lose the storage. Okay. Yeah, that stinks. They really should have said something. They're going to cause you to lose that much storage. So, oh, are you coming on live? Everybody.
May the 4th be with you.
Welcome to Mr. Siberian Wind and my custom decorator. So, I haven't let him decorate yet because I'm still moving things around and things are not 100% set yet. So he is still very impatiently waiting for me to get things set up so he can decorate. Oh gosh, Deborah she saw Jaws at least that many times. Oh goodness. That one would have scared me, I think. Everybody's saying hi. Okay, he's off in his own little world, guys. I'm sorry. I have told him we still need to do the Van Gogh night. So Van Gogh is still on hold. I'm still waiting for approval for when we're going to do the Van Gogh night. Because we are going to do a Van Gogh night. There's going to be, you guys get to ask him any Van Gogh questions you want to ask him. Susan says this theater didn't make some of us leave the theater, so sat through a few showings. Oh, that's one way to do it. Oh. I'm going to have to show him the chat after the live so he can see all the highs, because he will enjoy that. Especially if he's going to like dip his nose over here to come see everybody and say hi. Oh. So I did get some interesting news, and I've been debating as to whether or not I was going to share. My aunt passed away yesterday, or one of my aunts. Let's put it that way. One of my aunts passed away, and I was on the phone, and it's my mom's sister, and so I was on the phone with my dad, and my mom was in the background and speaking up and all of that, every so often, and we knew she was sick and all of that. But they haven't gotten anything confirmed. You know, they just got notified. That's all they have. Cynthia doesn't know how many times she's seen Star Wars. That's so funny. I don't know how many times I've seen it either. Oh, thank you guys. So she was the aunt that I did not get along with. Not that I didn't try, but she was the aunt that I did not get along with. And I looked at the date after my dad told me the news. I looked at the date and I started thinking, because I was like, May the 3rd, May the 3rd, May the 3rd. Tomorrow's May the 4th. I just offhandedly said, well, I'm kind of surprised she didn't wait till May the 4th. My mom comes back with a bombshell of a one-liner. She apparently has to get up there early so that they can put the stormtrooper outfit on her, so she can come back as a stormtrooper. So, oh, thank you guys. Thank you. So my mom is the only sibling left now. Her brother and now her sister both passed. My aunt had four kids, and I don't know that any of them are going to be heartbroken. She was a difficult woman. She was a difficult woman. But yeah, so that was some of my interesting news this week. And my dog is back to being annoying. Get him running after treats. So yeah, she had to go on May the 3rd so that there would be enough time to get her into her stormtrooper outfit for May the 4th. She is one of those kinds of people. Oh, we don't know if she likes Star Wars or not, Chloe. I have no idea. But my mom and I do have a little bit of a dark sense of humor sometimes. And although we both loved my aunt, we both knew she wasn't always the easiest person to get along with. My mom is her mom is last sibling of 11 brothers and sisters. Oh gosh. Well, my mom is the youngest of 3. Now, my grandmother, my aunt's mom, is still alive. So I'm hoping that the longevity for my grandmother passes down through my mom and passes into me. So that's what we're going for. That's the next goal. Because it obviously didn't pass into either of the other 2 kids. So we are going to hope that it passes to me. We don't know any funeral arrangements or anything like that yet, so there may not even be a funeral. We don't know. We don't know anything. The people responsible haven't told us. We are in the dark. Okay. So, let's see. But at least there was some funny coming out of it. She was the one that I remember people by faces a little, or not by faces, but by voices. Deborah says that her mother is our stormtrooper. That's hilarious. That is so hilarious. So this aunt was one that told me at one point that if I wasn't nice to her on my wedding day, now mind you, on my wedding day, she told me that if I wasn't nice to her, that my wedding cake and groom's cake that were in the trunk of her car would not make it to the wedding venue. Yeah, she and I did not always get along. Okay, so my chat in one side is not updating. My chat on the other is. Let's see what the chat is saying. Agreed, Cynthia. Agreed. Yeah, it is hard to bury your children. Definitely. Susan says, my older daughter's car is named R2-D2 and has Star Wars window decals on it. She wears a Star Wars hoodie and carries a Star Wars handbag. Oh my goodness. That's precious. That is absolutely precious. I've seen Star Wars a couple of times, but I haven't seen it recently. I don't know why my chat is not updating. Bear with me just a second, guys. Let me get the chat to update. Okay. I don't know why YouTube is being weird, guys. So bear with me. All right. What I'm seeing is 28 people watching and 25 likes. Okay. All right. That works. That works. So it is still working. YouTube is still working. It was just YouTube wasn't updating my chat for me. So I do not know why. Maybe the stormtroopers got a hold of my chat. That's what we're going to go with. Who likes that idea? The stormtroopers got a hold of my chat. Oh, I just found a piece of wax. Okay. So when you're sewing with batiks, if you've never sewn with them before, because of the wax resist, 26 likes. Fantastic. Oh, right. Anne has never seen Star Wars. Okay. When you're up for a movie marathon, we might have to do that. We'll have to find some good popcorn. Some good popcorn and theater snacks. And we're going to have to do that one day. Because everything in those movies was so cool for the time, and now it's like way out of date. But it's still really kind of cool. It's worth watching. It's worth watching. How many movies are there in the Star Wars series, guys? So it tells you how much I pay attention. I know. No, I guess I don't know. Like, I watched Hunger Games repeatedly. And I watched Harry Potter repeatedly. But Star Wars was never on. Star Wars was never on. A movie marathon would be fun. I'm part of a Hallmark watch-along group, and it's a lot of fun. Oh my gosh. Okay, so there's 6 Star Wars. Okay, how many Hunger Games movies are there? Oh, 3 old and 3 new on the Star Wars. Okay. That's a lot of movies. We might have to break it up. Do one a month. That way we have time to recover. Because one every weekend for 6 weeks would be a little too much. And somebody would have to loan us the DVDs, I think. Because I don't have the DVDs. Oh, right. Anna's never seen the Harry Potter movies either. Oh, Harry Potter can be fun. Oh, Chloe's never watched Hunger Games. Okay. So, here's the one hiccup with Hunger Games. If you are a visual reader like I am, I can read I remember reading a book as a grade schooler, like 3rd or 4th grade or something. And this character in the book grew feathers and became a goose to fly with the geese to go fly south for the winter. And so it's documenting her whole experience with it and how it felt growing the feathers, like the whole shebang. Everything was detailed in this book. Guys, it scared me. Oh, Ryan's never watched Hunger Games either. Okay. So my only hiccup with Hunger Games. Oh, it's too intense for Cynthia. I can understand that. So the Hunger Games, it can be intense enough where you actually feel so many emotions for everything that's going on and for all the characters and all of that. You can make those kinds of connections. So Hunger Games can be a little too much. Harry Potter, not so much. Not at least not for me. A teen or tween, I can understand. I don't have that kind of issue with Harry Potter. But I definitely have that issue with Hunger Games. Susan's never seen those films either and never wanted to. Okay. Hunger Games came on whatever free TV thing that I was watching back before we moved up here. We lived in a house for 2 years and I had like Tubi TV or Pluto TV. I think it was Pluto. So I could still watch it here. I probably need to start trying to put that on my computer. Just thinking. But so like regular TV is being shown on there, and Hunger Games was one of those movies, or is one of those movie series that was shown, and they would do it in a marathon. So it would start with the first one, and just like literally you get done with the first one, and then they are starting this next Hunger Games movie. They did that with Hunger Games and Harry Potter, but they never did it with Star Wars. I don't know why, but oh my gosh, I would love to go back and watch them again. Pam says, when I watch stuff, movies are just not my go-to. I'm a pre-streaming age. Yes. So movies are not normally what I watch now, but I used to really like watching movies. Cynthia says that her guys like Harry Potter. That's another one that they watch in movie marathons. Yes. So I can cross stitch in a movie marathon. I don't know that I can sew in a movie marathon. I can put on like I can put on a Hallmark movie and sew, but I don't know that I could put on anything where I have to pay attention. Deborah, it says she's an auditory reader. I think she's listened at least 10 times. Okay, so I read, what was it? It was I think Aragon maybe. I think I read that one by audiobook. Oh, welcome in, Christina. Good evening to me and friends. Thank you. Thank you. Cynthia says Harry Potter, Star Wars, and Lord of the Rings. Oh, Lord of the Rings. Oh my gosh. That one can get you hooked. Lord of the Rings can definitely get you hooked. And speaking of Lord of the Rings, there is a billboard for Buc-ee's. If you're not familiar with Buc-ee's, they are like the super center of truck stops, but they're not a truck stop. They are they're a rest stop, but gas station. Like they're super center, and you can get gifts, you can get snacks from the road, you can get everything at Buc-ee's. Like, not everything, but you can get clothes there. You can get Buc-ee's branded clothes. Like, Buc-ee's is huge, and they have clean restrooms. Every Buc-ee's I've gone to, clean restrooms. So there's a Buc-ee's in Colorado. So we were headed down. What do you have, sir? We were headed down to Cheyenne, and there was a billboard for Buc-ee's, and they said, "My precious." And if you are not a Lord of the Rings fan, that is a Lord of the Rings reference. But that's literally what they called it, is "My precious." Calling Buc-ee's "My precious." And it's kind of funny. I don't know if they have licensing to do that, but it is what it is, right? Becky says the cleanest restrooms, you have to go to the restroom and see. Right, Cynthia? No joke. They absolutely do. Come here, pal. What are you doing? No, sir. Bring. I knew he got hold of something he wasn't supposed to have. Hair tie. It is now trash because he broke the bead on it. So I knew he was doing something he wasn't supposed to do. They do have brisket and things like that. Buc-ee's is like a Cracker Barrel and huge convenience store combined. It is. They have much cleaner restrooms than every Cracker Barrel that I've been into. Chloe says, I hate Gollum, he scared me as a kid. I bet. Yes, they do still cook brisket all the time, Deborah. You are not wrong. You are not wrong. All right, so we're going to put the other 5 blocks up here. And if you hear the little rattling, that is just the layer of the foam board. There's nothing wrong with it. It's not gonna come apart on me or anything like that. It is literally just the air bubbles that were left in it. And it's no big deal. I can pin through it if I need to, but I don't need to. Rayanne says she's not seen Lord of the Rings or Walking Dead either. Oh my gosh. I've never seen Walking Dead, so I'm starting on that. And it kind of creepy me out. I'm not a zombie person normally, but I've heard so much about it. And Tom and I were looking for a new series because we just finished Madam Secretary. So The Walking Dead it is. Cynthia says if you've never been to the Buc-ee's, give yourself an hour there just to walk around and see the merchandise. Never made it to the Buc-ee's in Colorado before we moved Jeff from there to Virginia. Yes. Oh, yay! Congratulations, Chloe. She says one more seam to finish her black and white quilt. Yay! Yay! Okay. All right, so we just did 2. I've done 1, and we just did 2. So now we're going to look at 3. And I'm going to see how many I got to make. Got to make 4. So I don't have to make that many of these. So I may do this the cheater way and not I may not slow down. Let's put it that way. I may not slow down. All right, 1, 2. We will have extra 3 and 4. Okay, so there is also a block D that we have to make out of this fabric, out of these pieces. I'm not going to worry about it right now. I would rather do it all in order so I don't lose track of where I'm at, because this quilt would be a very easy one to lose track of. Deborah says she couldn't watch The Walking Dead because it felt hopeless to me. Oh, yeah, I'm right there with you, and I'm on episode 2. Debbie says she just stopped at Buc-ee's on a trip. OMG. My husband loves the jerky and the brisket sandwich. The jerky is really good. I've never had the brisket. I'm not usually a brisket person, although I'm eating, beef jerky kind of right now. This is my protein snack that I need to get into my system. Cynthia says she drives by 2 Buc-ee's between Oklahoma and Virginia. I always stop in for beaver nuggets. Oh, the dogs. I haven't tried the dog on them. I might try him on them. They're okay. The beaver nuggets are okay. I got pecan honey butter from Buc-ee's before we moved up here. Oh my gosh. I love pecan honey butter. It's fantastic. Okay. So for this one, I need from fabric 1. I think those are the big ones. Let me make sure that these are the right size. Andrea says she's not into sci-fi. She enjoys true crime stuff. Well, she says yes. I am true crime all the way too. But, too far away from Susan. Oh gosh. I do love a good Buc-ee's. Now I don't like spend hours there, but I love going through like where they have like cutting boards and kitchen gear and all of that. Sir, bring it. Come here. All right, let me text my husband real quick, because the dog is getting into my vanity and he's stealing things. So all right, come settle. Under. Come in. Okay, that is my second hair tie that he has stolen. This one, thankfully, just needs to be washed. Let's see. Oh, Cynthia will do some Christmas shopping at Buc-ee's. Oh, fantastic plan. Basting hexes while watching Forensic Files. I could definitely watch that too. That door. He's stealing my stuff off my vanity. Yes, my dog has been literally very needy. Very, very needy. Okay, so we've got fabric 1. So I need to put fabric 2 here. So we're going to grab some of fabric 2 and make sure they're the same size. Yep, they are. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Let's see. Following that, Deborah. Oh yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, the Walking Dead is not for everyone. I can attest to that. I mean, I've put it off for so long because I'm just zombies are not normally my thing. Um, it's one that we couldn't watch late at night with the lights off. Like that would make it too real for me. All right, now I need fabric 6. Oh, I somehow inverted my stack here. So let's grab the squares I need from fabric 6. Aren't these looking so pretty, guys? Aren't they so pretty? Oh, Shelby, welcome in. Yeah, so far, absolutely we are. Cynthia says that she's the same Andrea. She's learned not to watch true crime late at night, especially since hubby and I live apart right now. Yes. Oh my god. Oh my gosh. Yeah. If Tom was not here, there's a lot of stuff I could not watch. There is lots and lots of TV that I could not watch. All right. We might get through this and get another block. How cool would that be? How cool would that be? There are so many blocks to this quilt. I think I have to make 41 blocks, something like that. Don't quote me on that, but I think that's right. Andrea, I like that plan. I think that would be the only way that I would manage to do it, especially if I was sleeping by myself, or if my husband was gone. Like when he goes later this month on his trip over Memorial Day weekend or before Memorial Day weekend, yeah, I'm going to be twiddling my thumbs and staying up all night and all of that kind of thing because I don't have somebody checking to make sure the door is locked. Isn't it crazy how much more we can psych ourselves out when we do not have somebody watching our backs too? I couldn't watch anything scary while Tom's out of town. I can't do it. I think that's what started me on the Hallmark movie thing, is watching Hallmark movies because they were always upbeat and, you knew what was going to happen. And the scariest thing might be that you missed your flight, You missed your flight to go home. That would be like the scariest thing in a Hallmark movie. I think, isn't it? Is that the scariest thing in a Hallmark movie? What's the scariest thing in a Hallmark movie? I am not a horror movie person. I'm not a horror show person. The ones that get Susan are the ones about to. Yes, I can't watch Forensic Files and all of that if I'm by myself. It is just too. It hits too hard. Tom watches a lot of that, but he's a former police officer, and former military, so that's like second nature to him. But it's not my cup of tea. I can watch a little bit of it, but I'm not sure I want to know all the stuff people can get up to. I think I'd rather be in the dark a little bit and still believe the best in people, Have the happy, bright, cheerful things. As I'm wearing a Wednesday Addams shirt that says solitude suits me. I will wear the Wednesday Addams and I will breathe the Wednesday Addams air, but I will not, absolutely not go that dark. Oh. Oh my goodness, this dog, guys, this dog. That Hallmark movie where they repeat the same Christmas day over and over like they're stuck in a loop. Oh gosh. Oh my gosh, that would absolutely scare me, Andrea. You are not wrong. That is absolutely scary. Repeating the same Christmas day over and over. Oh, no, no, not for me. I do not, I have deja vu as it is. Let's not add um, the TV cameras and it being a holiday that didn't turn out like you intended. Oh, no. Let's see. Susan says 11 basted hexie since my life started. Yay! That's great. You've done that in an hour and 15. Not bad. Deborah says she hasn't followed the news from Massachusetts enough. I think Nancy Grace has a true crime show I need to watch. I struggle watching Nancy Grace. Just being honest. I struggle watching her because I don't know. I don't know what it is about her. I don't follow the politics of it or anything. But maybe I feel like she goes overboard with it. But I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I just never have been really fond of Nancy Grace. I'm not saying she's a bad person, so don't ever read into it, okay? I don't know that. I just know I have not spent a lot of time watching Nancy Grace. I know who she is and I can kind of hear her voice. I think what it is when Natalie Holloway disappeared, she got on the case. And I think that was the first time I'd ever heard of Nancy Grace. And maybe it was her voice, or I don't know. Maybe I was just so tired of hearing about it. Cynthia says she's very dramatic. I watch her occasionally. Yes. Okay, that could be it. That could be the very dramatic part. That could definitely be what it is. Deborah says she can't handle the ones with child victims. Yeah, that's usually where everybody... That's the one that gets even the officers on the scene, is the ones with children victims. Shelby says she watches true crime, have been following Lori and Chad Daybell stories closely. So has It's Kennedy. So if you see It's Kennedy in a chat somewhere, Shelby, she is your home girl. She is she's telling me all of the details about what's going on and all of that. I have not been watching it that closely. I know the story and I've heard details from It's Kennedy, but she is absolutely obsessed with that story. And following all the details. She's got some kind of podcast she listens to about it. Deborah says maybe she just watched the news. Yeah, no, right? Right? Absolutely. Okay. So I'm going to put this one here, and keeping them on this side means that when I set this back down, there's only one way this is all going to fit. So that way I don't screw up which direction I'm going. I'm with you, Tammy. There's something about her delivery that I don't care for. I think that's what it is, too. Deborah says maybe let's see. Shelby says I also watch lots of other stuff. Currently, been obsessed with rewatching Pride and Prejudice from 1995 lately. I would absolutely love your TV choices. I've got a friend that I have been hanging out with, and the other day, what was on TV at their house was Sherlock Holmes. I missed that movie. Oh, I missed that movie. So I got to watch 20 minutes of it or so. Something like that. Let's see. Cynthia says, if you like Hallmark movies, you'll enjoy the watch along I'm part of. We watch a movie and the host podcaster gets an actor, director, or writer of the movie to watch along with it. Oh, that's very cool. That's very cool. I don't know if I have the time available to commit to anything, but I like that idea. I really do. And I think that would work better for me than a book club. I'm not very good at book clubs. Pam, I agree. Cynthia, that sounds so cool. Yes, absolutely. Cynthia, if you will send me information about it, if new people can join, if you will email me information about it, I will post it on the Facebook group. So anybody who wants to find out Or actually, if you're in the Facebook group, just go ahead and post it directly in the Facebook group if you want. You have my permission. It's just once a month. Okay, fantastic. Yes, absolutely, Shelby. She will be so tickled to have somebody who is right alongside with her, knowing all the details. Because I am not. I think it's the Silver Linings podcast. I think that's what she's called it before. I mean, I know the story, but I don't. When Tom and I were on the truck, we listened to podcasts. And gosh, I need to think of the people who did it. It's two girls that do the podcast that we listen to the most while we were out on the road. Sir. He is determined, guys. He is so determined. He's going to aggravate me one way or the other. He is determined to do it. Absolutely determined. So the whoever it was we listened to, there was one called Down the Hill, and it was about these two teenage girls, young teens, preteens girls, that went missing and then were found dead in Indiana. And what was so shocking to us, because at the time that we started listening to it, the case wasn't solved. The case has now been solved, so there's been new information that came out. But when we first started listening to it, it wasn't. Oh, fantastic, Cynthia. Yes. So the Down the Hill one, it's been solved now, but the town, check out Mr. Ballin. He's a great storyteller. If you will, let's see. Yeah, I will try to remember that. Oh, brother and uncle who, that would make sense. That would be why she's so hooked on it. Oh gosh. Yeah, so the Down the Hill one though, when we were out driving, we drove through the town that was associated with these girls, and we actually saw these signs up in the shop windows still asking for leads. And it had been a cold case for years. So it was crazy. It was crazy. So we had that connection by driving through that town. It was just unlike anything we'd ever dealt with before. Delphi, yes! That one. That's Delphi. That's the one I'm thinking of. It is super tragic. It absolutely is. But I mean, I'm glad it's finally solved. I just wish it could have been solved before family members passed away, not knowing the truth. So, but it's crazy the things people do to each other. And I would rather live in the happy side of things where I don't think about it all the time. Not that I'm like burying my head in the sand and ignoring that bad things happen, but I'd rather not think about it all the time. I think that's why I don't like zombies, because I think that maybe for some reason I think that zombies could happen. I don't think vampires are real. I don't think a lot of the other supernatural things, like in the Supernatural series, I don't think a lot of that actually is real. Sometimes they really tie it in a way that makes you like second guess whether something is real or not. But I think that's why I try to stay in the Hollywood production level of stuff. So I don't bury my head into all of the things people can do to each other. It's just crazy what people can do. All right. So now, like I said before, now that I've got both of those triangles, or both of those squares sewn on, I'm going to take this next set, but there's no other way for me to have arranged this So that's why following in a certain order works really, really well. Three of the forensic files we watched Thursday were from Spokane and stories that I remember from the news. Oh gosh, Susan. Now there's a story I have heard of that's from my area where I'm living now. And like I was told, I think what to look up. And I think my husband has looked it up. But it was, one of those horrific things too. And it's very sad that people can be that way towards one another. I know it's human nature, Not everybody has a sense of morality that matches what I or most people would consider moral. So I know it in my head. But it can still sometimes be hard to watch and listen to it. He is not stopping, guys. He is not. We are getting a bath tomorrow, whether he likes it or not. He's getting a bath. Because I am done. Oh, I am done. He is being a very, very needy puppy. Now that he's kicked out of the bedroom and can't get to my vanity and steal my hair ties. I didn't know he was going to go start stealing hair ties. I didn't realize they were at nose height. Hal, could you stop, please? Sir, that's enough. No. Please stop. I'm going to have to get something just to tap him. Oh. Do any of your other animals, do any of y'all have animals that are doing that this time of year? Just constantly licking? Am I the only one? I know Tiffany was talking earlier about Thumper licking constantly. And I knew cats did it. But this dog, I swear, he is incessant. He's incessant, guys. He's distracting me from quilting. It's not good. We're not supposed to be distracting Tammy from quilting, right? That's not the plan. That's not the plan. Does he have allergies? Not that I'm aware of. I mean, we don't give him beef because his body doesn't process it well. And oh boy, he stinks when he eats beef. So beef is not on his food list. But beyond that, no. Maybe a Benadryl. I might try it. I might. That Debbie says both of her dogs are licking a lot. Okay. And Judy says her husky is licking her leg. Yes. It is absolutely. I mean, he just readjusted and is about to start licking again. It was like, let's stop for 5 seconds and then start again. Because that's what Mama really likes, apparently. Oh gosh. Now he's settled. We're gonna live with that for a minute. We're gonna see how long he stays settled. I think that's the one thing I wouldn't be able to do with doggy cam is I'd have to be able to turn the doggy cam off if he's licking constantly, because it would drive you guys crazy just as much as it drives me crazy. Oh, I still have one more corner on all these to go. I feel like I'm so far behind change of seasons humidity levels. It might be because we are starting to have rain and things like that now. So we're no longer having snow. We're just having rain every so often. We've had, a couple of short downpours, and like I think the mountain's getting more of the rain than we are. But I don't know. It's got to be something. It's got to be something. He did this last year too. Of course, now that he's settled, I can forget about it for a few minutes. Ah, the little pleasures of the dog being quiet. All right. That is all 4 of those. We'll burst the steam. Okay, so in case you guys wonder, this is what I do when I lay them out to iron. So I laid this one down and where I can see the seam, and then I lay the next one down right below it so I can get to that seam, and then here's the next one, and then here's the next one. So I could actually set my iron and get all 4 seams without having to move my iron. So in case you guys wonder, that is how I am speed pressing. Okay, so we got 1 more to go, and this will be done. So we will have gotten 2A or A2 and A3 done. Let's see, Susan says her sister's dog did a lot of licking herself every spring and early summer. Yeah, it is going to be the death of me. It is going to be, absolutely going to be. He's going to get a bath. I'm wondering if he's stepping in something that is causing him to lick. I don't know. So, before I forget, I mentioned it earlier. Oh, I didn't pull out enough. Oops. I need to have a total of 4. I only pulled out 3. And this is fabric 6. Is that? Yes. It is fabric 6. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yep. It was very short-lived. He's already back to it. Already back to it. I have a crease in my fabric. So Thursday, we will not have Land That I Love. So I will be taking the live down. I have to be somewhere, so I will not be able to be here and host. And Kathy and I have both made the decision to postpone or skip this week. She's got stuff going on this week as well, so that works really well for her too. So we will skip 1 week and then we will be back at it. We will be having Sew and Tell on Tuesday. And if I can get things together, we will do a pop-up live later this week. I don't know exactly when, but we will do one. We will do a pop-up live. We'll see what happens. Oh my goodness. This dog, guys. It is non-stop. I cannot get up early enough. Wasn't Sean supposed to be here tonight? Nope, that was last week. We were working on Fab Farm last week. And so he will be back May 18th. So last Sunday is the live with Sean. We were working on a chicken. I do finally have all 4 of my chickens done. I got 1 done on the live, and then I got the other 3 done. So all 4 of mine are done, and Sean's 1 is done. And so our next one will be May 18th. And we haven't released which animal we are doing out of the pattern, but we will get it done. Susie says that her granddog lives in your town and her feet are itchy and sore. I bet that's what it is. He's going to get a bath so we can get some conditioner on his skin, get his paws cleaned up. I'm going to trim the paw pad fur so he's not picking so much stuff up, and that way it's cleaned off of his paws. Yeah, we're going to do all that. We're going to do all of that because we need a happy dog, because we need a happy mom. We need a happy dog mom. Oh, Mother's Day is 1 week from today, guys. What are you getting your moms? If your mom is still around and able to celebrate, what are you getting her? What is your Mother's Day gift? I need ideas. I'm a little behind. I've been thinking about it, but I haven't really been able to put any time into it yet. Let's see. Oh, Cynthia says her dog's driving her nuts tonight, being beggars, and won't let her so. Oh, no. How are you doing on Follow the Goose? How are you doing on it? I have gotten, so I have 12 blocks on the board, and I've got another 22 done. Or something like that. I don't remember how many I have, but Alexa said I now had 36 when I asked her to add my numbers up. So whatever my numbers are, I now have 36. Something like that, I think. Or 32. Darn it, I don't know. Maybe I've got 36. We'll find out. We'll find out later. Oh gosh. I'm loving these batiks, guys. You have to make a Mother's Day card for a customer. It did not register in my... Oh, yes. Time to get on it. Definitely make that Mother's Day card. I think what I want for Mother's Day this year is a haircut. I'm not going short, so before you panic, I'm not going short. I just want it trimmed just in time for summer and all the summer fun. Putting my hair up and putting it in a ponytail and going to the ball field and all of that kind of thing. I think I want a haircut. I think I want a trim. I haven't had it trimmed in over 2 years. Because I didn't have it cut before I moved up here. And I have not had a haircut at all since we moved here. So, no haircuts. I have not had a haircut. So I want a haircut. I think that's what I'm going to ask for Mother's Day, for a haircut. Oh, goodness. All right. Here we go. Last one. So who all is going to Road to California next year? Has anybody planned out that far yet? Because as of right now, that is my plan, is I'm going to go to Road to California. All right, let's see. We are going to take, let's see. Which camera is which? Okay, that one's already off. That one needs to go. Okay, there we go. My iron cleaner arrived. Okay, so take a washcloth, just one that you can throw away or you don't care about. Road to California, I think, is at the end of January. End of January in 2026. That's what I'm trying to make it to, is Road to California. Okay, so on the washcloth, you take the iron cleaner, you put about 1 to 2 inches of the stuff on the washcloth. It's going to stink. It looks brown and gooey, and that's exactly what it is. It does work though. Put that on your washcloth. Make sure your iron is as hot as it can be. So set it to linen, cotton, and turn the steam off. You do not want steam going through your iron using this. So set your iron to the hottest setting, and then lay your washcloth on the ironing table or ironing board. You can do this on dry. Use a dry cloth. So you put it on the dry cloth. Put about 2 inches, 1 to 2 inches of the solution on there, and then with your very hot iron, you are going to roll over the cleaner solution. So I'm turning my iron off so I don't burn myself later on. But you're literally going to do circular motions with your iron over that cloth and over that solution stuff. And make sure wherever your stuff is on your iron, wherever the worst of it is, make sure that you're getting that area too. Like go all the way from your tip all the way to the back end of your hot plate. Go the whole length of your iron and go the whole width of your iron. You can do small circular motions until you get that stuff off. So once it's cleaned off, if you feel like your iron is not completely clean, then just do another session of it. Like do like grab another washcloth or grab paper towels or whatever, and then do it again. But usually everything has come off the first time. When I've done it, that's the luck I've had. All right, let's see. Fabric 6 goes in that corner. Okay, so fabric 1 is up here. All right, so now you guys can see this board. So, all right. So these are the ones we've done tonight. So we did a total of 10 blocks tonight. You ordered extra too. Oh, fantastic. And just so you guys can have this as a comparison, because I need to redo the label on this anyway. This is block A1. And they are all the same same size. Oh, good night, Judy. Sleep well. Sleep well. All right. So there we go. So that's 3 of the blocks. So we've got block A1, A2, and A3. Oh, no. A1, A2, and A3. So all of those are now done. And we have 8 fabrics. So we still have 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Plus we've got some half blocks that we'll make. So what's going to happen with the half blocks is I'm going to make one of these, and then it's going to be cut, like a section is going to be cut out of the middle of it, so it lines up exactly where it needs to be. So we got a lot done, guys. We got a lot done. And then when I get done tonight, I can turn around and flip this board back around. I can leave these up here if I want to. I'm not going to, but I could. And then work on Follow the Goose, because I need to work on it too. And get it done. Yes. Yeah. Okay. I feel like it's been an out of sorts kind of day, so I apologize. I apologize that it's not been the traditional, normal Sunday. Carrie Quilt says, I'm happy now. I've got a pet fabric. Oh, fantastic, Carrie. Good night. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you, thank you. So, you know what? We can all call it a night if we want. So, I will be live Tuesday night, 6 p.m. Mountain Time. That is Sew and Tell night. So, make sure everything that you want to submit is in by 3 p.m. Mountain Time. Cynthia needs to work on the goose too. She hasn't since her treat. That's okay. That's okay. Neither had I. Be blessed, less stressed, and pet some fabric, right, Andrea? Absolutely. Yeah, if you've not petted some fabric yet, go pet some fabric. Go refold one piece of fabric. Go refold a fat quarter. Go reorganize 2 fat quarters between each other. You know. Oh, good night, Deborah. Thank you so much for being here. So I will see you guys Tuesday. We will not be having the Land That I Love on Thursday night, but then I will be back Sunday night for sure. And we may have a pop-up sometime, I'm thinking on Friday, just depending on how things are going. So I will see you guys then. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for coming to hang out. And again, like I always say on Sunday night, if you've not gone to pet some fabric, go pet some fabric before you climb into bed. Monday is going to be a problem of its own. So, you know, get that fabric therapy in before you go to bed. Oh, fantastic. She says 6 hard pieces ironed and folded. Perfect. Well, guys, I'm going to get off of here and go get some real food in me and then get in bed myself. So I will see you guys Tuesday night. Have a great evening and stay safe until Tuesday. I will see you.